Hi guys, I'm finally back. It's been a long time, but let's go ahead and get started because it's a long one. I'm going to be priming my skin with the post-shave balm and the Nars Copacabana Illuminator, and that's going to give me an overall glowy look. And I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer around the areas that have a bit of texture and larger pores. Next, I'm going to put some lip balm on my lips to keep them a bit hydrated because they've been dry recently. And I'm going to be using the BB cream and lightening drops with a little bit of the Illuminator on my skin. The shade is naturally too dark, and I'm matching my neck, not my shoulders. My shoulders are a lot more bronze than my face. And I'm just matching it to my neck because I have like not too low cut, but it's a bit of a low cut dress. Yeah, and I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to blend everything out. I'm just applying and reapplying where the areas you need it most. And now with the excess I have on my hand, I'm going to blend it down to my neck. As I've said, I'm matching it to my neck and not to my shoulders. If it were to my shoulders, the foundation would be a lot darker. Yes, I've gotten a tan, and I don't think I have fake tan on this one. So I'm going to be using the Jojoba, whatever it's called, the oil with the concealer palette and the lighter shade. So it makes the blending process a lot easier, and it's not harsh and not like, not crusty, but just harder to blend. And that makes it a lot easier to blend when the concealers are a bit like rough, especially around the eye area. So I'm just going to be grabbing a sponge, a tiny sponge, and blending everything out and reapplying, and it repeats and it repeats and it repeats. So I'm just speeding this up a bit because it's quite a long process since I have really dark circles under my eyes. Blending, blending, blending. I'm also highlighting with this concealer. It's the perfect shade to highlight naturally, so I really like it. Now I'm going to grab the middle shade right there to contour my nose. I don't like using the darker shade, the one next to it, because it makes my nose look weird. So I like using a bit of a lighter one. You can't really see it, but that's a nice guideline to have a natural contour. But I'm still going to go with powder on top. That's the darker shade I was telling you, and that's I'm going to use that to bronze slash contour a tiny bit with that. Since it is warm tone, I don't really like to contour that much with the shade, but I prefer it for bronzing. And since it's a glowy, springy look, I want to feel bronze since I naturally get bronzed around my face and everything. I'm going to blend everything out with this oval brush. I really like it for blending out the contour and, well, blending out everything. I really like it. Next to this, I'm going to grab the other concealer to make it gradual and not look like I have like a really thick line of bronzer. So I'm just going to lighten everything and blend it and make it look like more flawless, even though it's quite natural. I can't really explain it well. You can still see like my freckles, and I don't know, I really like it. I'm using that pinky shade for blush since it's a spring look. I feel like we should use like really pinky looks, and since I'm going for quite a pinky eye look and everything, so I'm blending everything in. And I am going to be setting it with like powders and stuff. I'm going to grab the little sponge to blend all the nose contour and everything out with the concealer, and next with the Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to blend everything out and make it look really polished and everything. Well, not polished, but I like blending the things out well because you can still see like kind of harsh lines and everything. Next, I'm going to be tapping the excess off. So just with the sponge, taking everything off, and now I'm baking. I recently like discovered this technique again, and I really liked it. My skin used to be really dry, and all the powders I had just dried my face out, and it was just horrible. This powder is really fine, and I'm just setting everything, my whole face, like baking it with everything because it really touched my face. And now I'm cleaning up the contour as well, so it looks a bit sharper. And now I'm choking on the powder because it's too fine and I inhaled everything. So yeah, I would not recommend this at all for flash photography because you do get the complete white cast, not flashback, the white cast. So if you take a picture, you would look exactly like that. So I like using it for every day because it's really fine and really light. It does take quite some time blending. I did leave it on for like 30 minutes or something. And as you can see, it leaves kind of like a white cast. So it really like also brightens, I would say. So next I am just tapping in the rest of the powder, and I already took all the excess off. Next, I'm going to be spraying some Rosewater with Glycerin. It's my own mix. I'm just using this bottle. I finished the spray in there. And now this is a tip I learned. So you spray your face with this, and right before it dries, when it's still not tacky but it's still a bit wet, you grab your brush and with your highlight you're going to pack it on, and you're going to glow like you have no idea. It's gorgeous. I love this. And you could look like a Tin Man and leave it like that, because I really like it as well. But I'm first going to be doing that so it has like the base glow, and just tapping everything in and letting it set, and you get like this massive glow. It like reflects everything, or it reflects negativity. I really like it. I love this part. You know, I love highlighting. So yeah, I'm just highlighting basically on my face. And now I'm actually going for blush. I'm going to use this pinky blush, and I'm going to lay it on top of my cheekbones and just blend it a bit backwards so it looks quite natural. And that's where the highlight starts to blend and look a bit natural. I mean, it's still like bam in your face, but a bit more natural. Next, I'm going to bronze my face with these two bronzers. I'm mixing them in, and it's like a custom shade, and I'm going to bronze my face. Not contour, just bronze, since I do want it more of like a glowy look. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So I'm just bronzing everything up. And next, with this brush, I used to use it, I think, for blush or contour, I don't know what. I use it to blend everything out. And I'm just going to be repeating the highlight step because you know I really like my highlight, and I want to beam and blind planes. So yeah, blend, blend, blend with the brush so everything is pulled together. And now I'm going to contour my nose, setting the powder, and I'm going to use that like gray tone. It looks kind of weird on the pan, but it's really gray tone, and I have to go really, really lightly because it's really pigmented, and I do not want two stripes around my nose. So I'm just grabbing that like fluffy blending brush. And yeah, so now I'm going to do my other eye. I already did the right eye. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics 3rd edition palette, and I'm going to have a base color just so the blending is a lot easier. And now putting a crease color so it's a bit more blended. Next, I'm going to grab this pinky shade. It's a bit shimmery, not too much. I won't say it's a complete frost, but it's just a tad bit shimmery. No glitter flecks though. And I'm going to make a halo effect with this, so I'm just setting it around those areas, and now using the first color I used, the base color, to have that like halo effect. Next, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible shades. This one is in Forever Pink, I think it said, and I'm just setting it in the middle of my lid. I think it gives like a really nice look. I wanted to go for that halo look. Next, I'm just darkening it out, the edges and stuff. So yeah, I'm just repeating the steps, blending a bit, and then I am going to apply another Infallible shade. Oh no, first I'm going to apply a bit of more of the crease shade, so it looks a bit more blended and put together. Now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible shade in Time Resist White, and that's just going to give it more dimension to the halo look. It's going to make it more round and things, and I'm just blending in using a pencil brush, and I'm just packing it on really lightly because they're pigmented. I love these shades. But yeah, I tried to zoom in my eye, and it was really hard because sometimes I went down, and as you see there, like you can see my eye, you know, I have to locate the camera a lot better. So yeah, next I'm doing my brows. I'm filling them in with a normal powder, and I'm showing. Tiny bit disclaimer, I was trying out a new dry shampoo, and yeah, it was the white powder type, so I started spraying it in my hair, and it left like clumps of dry shampoo, like little bumps, I don't know, balls. I don't know how to explain it, like little flecks. It wouldn't like completely go away as much as I tried brushing it through, and I don't know, I shook my hair up so many times, but just, I don't know, it's a mess. I took a shower after that because I could not stand it any longer. But yeah, I'm just filling in my brows again. I got a bit carried away. I'm filling in my brows with just a normal powder. I've been wanting to do like a brow routine video, but I change up my brows really often. Like sometimes I use powder and the pomade, the gel cream thing, and yeah, so on and so forth. Next, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to set my brows and just curling my lashes. So yeah, I'm just curling them quite a bit before putting lashes on. And I am also going to be applying mascara. I don't remember the exact name of the mascara, but it's by Essence. It's a pink bottle and it has something extreme. I will write it down below. I don't really remember the name. So yeah. Next, I'm using a lash comb to separate my lashes. I really like the volume, but for this I would rather have the lashes quite like separated. I'm using the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies, I believe. I always use them. I've used them before. I'll also write them down below. But yeah. Next, I'm doing lipstick, and I'm using the MAC Cream Sheen in Japanese Maple Marbles, Maple, and the Mary Kay Gloss. And as you can see, this is quite a glossy finish. That's what the cream sheens are. And it's quite orangey, so I didn't want it to look quite like, not orangey, but it's quite like warm orangey undertone. So I wanted it a bit more pinky. That's why I'm applying the pink gloss over it. The pink gloss does have flecks of like gold shimmer in it. It's not like glitter. I say shimmer because it's really like fine. Now I'm setting my face with some Rosewater spray, and that is the complete look. I hope you really enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Like, do this, seriously. If you have lashes that, even though you curl them, they won't stay up, this will work for you, I swear. Now what you do is you grab your eyelash curler, and it has to be a metal one, so it heats up. And you grab your hairdryer, and you just heat up this part and this part for a little bit, and then test it on the back of your hand for it not to be too hot to put on your eye, because you don't want to